All right, now before we start talking about movement, let's talk a little about cover. So there's different types of terrain out there, and you have to figure that out on the table before you actually start playing the game. You usually figure out with your opponent. Now, most of them are very, it's right up in front of your face. You know what it is. Sometimes you gotta kind of figure it out. And for example, these are considered what? Terrain? Craters. And what kind of cover save would these get?
Probably get a 4.
4 up?
Yep.
And what about this?
Well, that can be a ruin, so you would get like a 3 up.
3 up?
Yeah. But we would decide beforehand, this is this, so if anybody's in here, 3 up, and you would say yes. Oh, well, I feel that should be a 5 up. Oh, no, 4 up. And then we just come to agreement.
Exactly.
And now if we can't agree, you just roll a dice.
Yeah. So, again, there's a guideline of it, and it's on page 18, I believe, on the small rule book.
It's the cover chart.
The cover chart, all right. And you just use the cover chart to do, the guidelines. So it's basically this. If a unit's inside cover, and this gives you 4 up, and he's shooting in here, and these guys only have armor save of 6, all right? He's shooting in here, you could say, well, I'll take the cover save because it's better than my armor save. So you would roll 3 up to save instead of the 6 up. Okay, so that's one thing.
That's the beauty of being in cover.
Yeah, sometimes your armor is better than your cover. You want to take the armor save.
Right.
Okay, but we'll talk a little bit more in that when someone gets hit. But that's the basic, rules of cover. Okay, and then again, the more you play, the more you understand what the cover is going to be, because it's kind of universal. But sometimes you and your opponent might have a different idea what cover save is. It's very good to just go over the table before you guys start playing.
And also, the more you're playing and the more time that you've devoted to it, you'll have more cover, more buildings, more terrain on the table for you to actually take advantage of that rule.
Right. And just another addition about cover is that the more cover you have on the table, the longer the game is going to get.
Right.
Okay? Because it's going to take longer to get people out in the open and kill them, basically. So if you want to have a really long game where you're just sitting there like trying to strategize and get everyone into a table with tons of cover is kind of fun if you like that kind of game.
And also, if an army is very, very good at shooting and they need line of sight, you can kind of actually hide and get to them going through the cover, like if you're in a city or if you're in forests or things like that. So it adds another dimension to the game.
Right.